when the soul finally exhales. Sometimes when you come to the end of a season or something in your life comes to a place of completion, and you've known for quite a long time that maybe it wasn't serving you anymore, maybe it was a job, or maybe it was a relationship, that you're there for, maybe for convenience or for whatever reasons, and sometimes when you haven't really been trusting your intuition for a long period of time, and then you let go, there's actually a sense of relief because your soul goes, oh, finally, finally letting go. And so it's a really powerful time to be just honoring that part of that season that's over, whether the season, the reason, the lifetime, but honoring and taking all the blessings from it and taking all the lessons from it, and then actually being able to move forward and because you got to keep moving on your journey, and sometimes we get caught, and like we get in the people pleasing mode, or we get in the approval mode, or having to prove ourselves, and all of these things, it's actually quite exhausting. But you just get to this place of absolute surrender within yourself, and you realize that those things that you're letting go of, they're just making space, or for other things that are more aligned to who you've become, and also for, if it's a person, for the other person as well too, because maybe you're both holding each other back for whatever reasons. Maybe it was a trauma bond, or maybe it was a work situation that you'd been in way past your use by date, and it was your survival. So all of these things. So once you actually let go and surrender that, just honor that season coming to an end, honor the blessings, honor the person, honor all of the goodness that came from it. And by doing that, it's like you're allowing yourself to be open up for the new chapter in your life. And sometimes the heart can just hold love. You can actually really love someone, but you can also release them as well too. So sometimes peace arrives not because everything went the way we planned. Sometimes things get pulled out from under us, and that's normally the time of change, because the universe has been giving us the signals and the nudges, but we haven't been listening, so it gets to the point where there's no choice. But this is also because something deeper is aligned. So this is one of those moments, and this is where 9D breathwork has just been the most incredible tool for me to be able to move through things, to be able to identify things, that I was holding back, coming into that place of peace, coming into that place of grounding. So yeah, there's a link in the bio for a free 2-week trial. Put on the headphones. You've got nothing to lose, everything to gain. And also there's a link there for our amazing community of like-minded people from all around the world that are done with the people pleasing, and they're done with the hanging on to those things that no longer serve them, the things that we cling to that you don't resonate with anymore. And so it's not for the faint-hearted, it's not for those that want to stay in the victim mode, or those that are still waiting for someone to come and rescue them, or those that are still sitting in their comfort zone because they've got the material needs or whatever provided for. It's not for that, it's for those that are ready to actually really step into the embodiment of who you are. So yeah, the links are below. Check it out, and just know that when you surrender and honor these seasons, the new season, the new chapter can open up, and with grace and ease. So standing in that precipice of absolute trust in the divine, and just knowing that everything is working for you, not against you, and that everything is in perfect alignment. So have a beautiful, magical day, and I look forward to connecting with you soon.